Charlie came into the world very fast and furious on the day that he was born, and I would say that's how it's continued since then. Fast and furious and never stopping or slowing down. We didn't know prenatally that Charlie was going to have Down syndrome. He was born and they whisked him away really fast. They were doing all sorts of tests, and when they did bring him back to me, they said they thought he had Down syndrome. We were ecstatic and excited that he was here and healthy, but we knew that Down syndrome, there were things that we were going to run into that were challenges for him and for us. We were able to make contact with some moms groups of other kiddos who had Down syndrome. They told me that you need to go to Children's Theraplay. So we started noticing these little things and they started adding up. So we decided to speak with our doctor, and this is where Charlie received the other diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. So with Charlie's autism diagnosis, Children's Theraplay offered, which we didn't know, autism services. They had a therapist who specializes in autism spectrum disorder. So the great thing about Children's Theraplay is now Charlie was under one roof with physical therapy, occupational therapy, and his autism services. And they had really built this team of people that I like to refer to as Team Charlie.
When Charlie comes to Theraplay, he is ready to go and ready to rumble. He can light up any room with a smile, laugh, and we are all so excited that he comes to Theraplay. Charlie is super sweet, super happy, and so fun to be around. In physical therapy, we are working on a variety of different things with Charlie. We are working on safety awareness while navigating over uneven surfaces, stairs, different surface changes. And then overall, my biggest goal with him is increasing his participation with his peers and with his family, especially his brother. And what that looks like, we're working on different sporting activities. For example, with soccer, there's a lot of different components that go into it. One, you need to stand on one leg, so you have to have that single leg stability. Two, you have to work on the motor planning of two opposite sides standing on one leg and then kicking with the other. You have to have lower extremity strength to kick the ball with enough propulsion, and then you have to have body awareness overall too. While a lot of the activities that Charlie does in physical therapy may look like play, every single thing that we do in physical therapy has a purpose. And I am breaking down all of those activities based on Charlie's functional limitations so that he can be successful in those activities.
Charlie is a super sweet, funny little guy that I work with in occupational therapy. He is such a cool kid to be around. In occupational therapy, we do a lot of things like getting his snacks ready, things like being able to use his utensils so that way he can eat with his peers or with his family. We work a lot on playing so that he can play with his brother and with his peers at school. And really our big focus in occupational therapy is just helping Charlie be as independent as possible. Because Charlie is nonverbal, one of the tools that we use in our sessions is his communication device. And so we use that to be able to talk back and forth with each other so that Charlie can let me know what he's wanting, what he's thinking, and that way I can communicate back with him. Having an autism diagnosis, one of the things that comes with that is you have sensory differences. I like to describe it in terms of cups. And so we have all different kinds of sensory systems, and each sensory system is a cup. And so when it's filled up to the top, we are regulated, we are feeling good, we are focused, and we are ready to do what we need to do. Everybody's cups are different. Some people have really big cups and they need a lot of sensory input dumped into them to get to that focused state. For a kiddo like Charlie, Charlie has big sensory cups, right? He's a mover and a groover, and so he needs lots and lots of sensory input. We always talk about like the physical aspects of using the horse as a treatment tool, but there's a whole nother component to it, and that really is using the horse to promote sensory regulation. So the way that the horse moves, it fills up Charlie's sensory cups in ways that I can't really replicate inside the clinic. It provides such a multifaceted and multi-dimensional sensory experience. It allows Charlie to feel that movement and to fill up that big movement sensory cup that he has so that way he can come back from the horse into the clinic and then do those tasks. As an occupational therapist and as our autism specialist, my job is to sort that out and come up with strategies and things that we can do in the clinic and at home to help our kiddos get to that nice regulated state.
We just wanted to say thank you to Children's Theraplay and thank you to all of you for being here tonight.